hard as it may be to believe, it's that time of the year again, time to vote for the 2010 NYRA Race of the Year. And after sifting through thousands of great races here at NYRA, we've come up with the 5 best races of the year. And the first one was here at Aqueduct when Kendriya won the Wood Memorial. And while accomplishment ultimately decides awards at the end of the year, I doubt too many people don't believe that Kendriya was the most talented 3-year-old that we saw in America last year. And here he was in what unfortunately was his final career performance when he buried the opposition in the Wood Memorial. We can all think what would have been, but one thing we know that Kendriya made the Wood Memorial memorable. And then there was the Diana at Saratoga. And while Proviso was perhaps the best filly, and I think the best filly or mare to run on the turf in this country, not named Goldacova, this was a definitive performance by her, winning what was a very exciting photo finish at Saratoga in the Diana. And there were a lot of exciting photos in Saratoga, and this one had almost the whole field at the wire together. And we had another very exciting photo in what was the best 3-year-old filly to race in America last year when Blind Luck won the Alabama over a horse who ended up being a real arch rival of hers in Havre de Grace. And Blind Luck made her patented late run to win that photo finish in the Alabama. A very, very exciting race in what were a slew of exciting finishes in big races up at Saratoga. And we had yet another one when we ran our big 3-year-old race, the Travers, and a Fleet Express and Fly Down came charging down the stretch together. While Fly Down circled the field, a Fleet Express, under a very, very heady ride by Javier Castellano, saved ground, split horses in the stretch, and won what was an extraordinarily tight photo. A photo so tight, it was really very, very hard to call at the finish, and both trainers were really wondering who won the race. But it was a slim nose, and unfortunately, a Fleet Express, in his last career start, won an extremely exciting running of the Travers. And then there was what many believe was the most definitive handicap race for older horses outside of the Breeders' Cup, when the then leader, Quality Road, squared off against horses like Haynesfield and Musket Man, but ultimately it was the Breeders' Cup Classic champion that wore him down. Despite a fairly moderate pace, Lane was closer maybe than he wanted to be in this race, but he still had the run to run down Quality Road in this race. An exciting race and a definitive race, and ultimately, in a lot of ways, the race that may decide the horse of the year in a lot of ways. And here they are, Kendriya in our Wood Memorial, Proviso in the Saratoga Diana, Blind Luck in the Alabama, the Betfair TVG Alabama, a Fleet Express winning the Travers, and Blaine winning the Whitney. It's up to you. It's time to vote for the 2010 NYRA Race of the Year.